So let yourself experience that. It's a deep familiarity, and
the loving is just exploding inside.
yeah,
Bliss, I just love bliss.
yeah, yeah. So what they've said, so the one that's looking through is a great archangel. And so when we say the great archangels, those are the very, very high, pristine, almost not individuated beings. And it's one that you would relate to as your father, and in fact it did usher you forth into individuation from the allness. So it's more than just like a father like we have in these lifetimes, you know, like, and but though your father is very important in these lifetimes, an angelic father is even more significant, because we only have one body in the angelic. Many, many, many thousands, millions incarnations, one body. So the one that ushers you forth out of the allness into the individuation, that is your father through all of your angelic lifetimes, which could be in the millions, right? So this one has a deep, both a deep knowing of you and you know it. And it's just saying that it's allowing that remembrance in you, because if you had opened to that in the past, meaning past lives here, past lives there, you would have tried to go back to it. Yeah. Yeah, and when we say gravity, it sounds, of course, by definition heavy. What it is foundation. It's like the container. You think about what does gravity do? It holds us here. It makes us secure, right? It's like it engages us here. Yeah. So he's saying, like any child, you went through your rebellion and decided that nothing was going to hold you and you needed to be absolutely free. And now you've come full circle.
I lived rage as a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, rage at being here, and that came up in the process too, that
Yeah.
I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
And now, I really love it here.
Yeah. That's beautiful. So it's just saying that is so, when you come into these last lifetimes, which of course you are, often the last lifetime, human lifetime, can mirror the whole macrocosm of all your existences. Does that make sense?
Totally.
Yeah. That's why this is so significant. And we go, God, I finally got it, and now I have to sacrifice it completely. I know who I am, and now I have to sacrifice it. Yes, you get to rest on those laurels for about 4.0 seconds, and then you sacrifice it. Because then, now that I know who I am through all of my existences, and even beyond soul, you know, MSA, soul transcendence, transcending the soul. Right? We used to think it was, oh, I'm in my soul and I travel and I'm transcending in the soul. No, it's transcending the soul, above the soul. Yeah? So, and it's just saying to you, first of all, you can very much connect into this one whenever you like. That wasn't allowed for many, 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 many lifetimes because you would have taken your life. Right? But as now saying, you're not going to, so connect in. I haven't heard a name yet, but when I get a name, I'll. Yeah, he's not giving me a name yet. I was just checking. So, saying the reason that it's like, well, why am I here? Like, saying in the past, it'd be like, okay, I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to be of service in this way. I'm supposed to help these people. I'm supposed to bring this on the planet. I'm supposed to do this. And it's like, you go to this and it's like, no, I don't want to do that anymore. You go to this and that gets taken. It's like, okay, I can't do that anymore.
Exactly. That's right where I am.
Yeah. And he says, what did you think formless was exactly?
it took me at least 10 years to even begin to understand my blessing. So,
Well, I think plenty of us would go, yeah, I'm on 30 years and I still don't get it. Or it's still unrevealing itself to me. Yeah, yeah. So you're saying that you're here. I'm just going to let him speak to you. You're here. And this is for everyone, and he's also speaking right into your heart. You're here, my beloved, to not so much look for the love of God, but look as the love of God. Not to gaze at God, but to be God gazing. Not to journey in your soul, but to be the journey of the soul. Not to be aware of spirit, but to be spirit aware of itself. God falling in love as itself. Says, I have held you in a container of love since your inception. All these many lifetimes, embodiments, and incarnations. I'm not about to let you go now. No, you are held not so much in love, but as love. The presence of love itself. You are here, my dear, to understand that you are love everywhere, even here in this densest of places in consciousness. You are here now to finally culminate, graduate, ascend right to where you always were, which is the heart of God, which beats right within you. There's not a whole lot to do or form to embody that. It's a moment by moment experience of God. That is why you're here. Amen.
amen. Thank you. Yeah. That's a lot of what I've kind of been getting, but not in the clarity. And the last line on my blessing is, and upon this, your ministry completes itself.
Wow.
And I thought everybody had that. Nobody else. And that's what I hear you saying. It's like I keep coming back to that.
Yeah.
Just be. And when I get caught up in the doing, that's when I lose it. Unless there's a specific form.
Yeah. Well, J.R. used to say, I do it from a place of being, or I don't do it.
Yeah. And I've gone back and forth. So thank you for the reminder.
Yeah. Yeah.
I needed that.
And what I heard him showing me is it's like, if you go, well, what do I do with that? It's more like it expands you. You know, we come to these classes, and I agree, I'm the same way. I'm like, everything is wonderful. And then, you know, the internet goes down, or, you know, my teenager does something or whatever, right?
Or my wife makes me take out the trash.
On the break, I made him take out the trash during the break. I did. And he's like, I guess I'm not a big shot. I'm like,
It's an important form.
The gravity of the situation.
So it's like we get pulled, but the reason we keep coming back, of course, is we come here and go, this is all that is, right? And I agree. It pulls us out, and we never go back to that. And it does keep informing us into our life. You go, well, how come 2 days from now I forget? Yeah, but some part of you never forgets. I don't have a name for it yet. I asked him, what can you call him, or anyone who wants to connect him with that being? And what I hear is he is, well, for you, you can call him Father. And for anyone, he connects right into a higher, even a higher. So angels, of course, are always connected. They're in a collective consciousness. They have individual souls too, but they're always very much in alignment with a stream, the one above them, a line of energy. And so it's so perfect because on the break, Michael said, you're blocking a silent one. And I said, oh, is it one I know? Because there's a few I've mentioned in like Mia Rael and Hannah Rael, etc. And he said, no. And I'm like, wow, I'm going to do that on the break. You know, you better go. That's why he came in and did the 10 minutes. And so he's connected right in alignment with this silent one, which has a really beautiful name. I'll tell you that closer to the angelic and then a nickname for it. So there are only 7, according to J.R., the silent ones are 7 archangels who they hold creation. And there's a lot broader of a definition, but we'll leave it at that for the moment. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And so it's Hai El Elu Ela Il. Now I'll give you a much easier way to say it, because each of those syllables have meaning in the angelic. So Hallelujah, like hallelujah. Yeah. So you can just call it Hallelujah. Right? Beautiful. Yeah. And so some of these angels do have names like that because we get these words like hallelujah or amen. You know, they resonate, they relate to an ancient sound. Like the archangel of the Divine Mother is Ma Rael. You know, Ma, what's the first sound a baby makes? Ma. And what this silent one does is what I know so far is it holds the illusion. It holds the illusion of separation, meaning like, they gave me the analogy of like, it's like my calf looking for my body, right? So the calf is like, where's the body? Where? Like we go, where's God? God, please, where are you, God? Right? Meanwhile, God's like, really? You know, I'm one with you. You're inside of me. And it's like the calf going, where's the body? Where's the body? Where's the knee? Where is it? Right? And so this great archangel holds that illusion of separation. So the calf then, of its own accord, turns around and goes, oh, I love you. Where have you been all my life? To the body, right? And chooses back and of its accord and falls in love with the body and goes, I want to be married to you and be one with you forever. Meanwhile, it's always been one forever, but now it knows it. So that's what that archangel does.
I can relate to that totally.